Hi guys, this is Danny, your termite guy, and this week we're sitting down with Efrain Velasco, the board certified entomologist and technical director at Lloyd Pest Control. We're going to talk a little bit today about bed bugs. So Efrain, how long have you been an entomologist?
I've been a board certified entomologist for about 6 or 7 years now. I have been with Lloyd Pest Control about 3. And within the industry, I started sometime in the late 90s, so getting close to about 20 years in pest control.
Awesome, awesome. So when people are traveling, they're on business trips, they're going on vacation with their families, what's a quick thing that they can do when they're going inside the places where they're staying just to make a quick check of the space for bed bugs?
Yeah, no, and I get that question quite a bit. So some of the first things that I would do is, number one, I wouldn't just walk into a hotel room without initially checking it out first. So what my family and I do every time is I leave my kids and my wife stay outside of the room in the hallway usually. I'll go in and I'll check specific areas inside of the room. And specifically I'm looking at areas where people spend a lot of time, sleeping areas, and or if there are any couches, I'm looking at those as well. So I'm looking for specific things like, I'm looking for blood stains. That's defecation of bed bugs. A lot of times you won't find those in hotel rooms because they change it out and it's kept so clean. But I do look at specific areas, like the area between the mattress and the box spring. I always kind of lift that up if I can. Make sure I check in there, make sure I don't see any, either the insects themselves or the blood stains. Other areas that I check are areas right around the areas where people are generally sleeping. So usually there's pieces of furniture on either side of the bed. I'm looking at those on the cracks and crevices. Normally you're going to find them always hidden in cracks and crevices. That's part of their biology. Another thing that I always check is the headboard. Usually in a hotel, headboards are usually bolted to the wall. So I usually will go in there with a small flashlight, check that out. Maybe I'll take a business card, I'll run it between the wall and the headboards to see if there's anything there. So generally speaking, I'm looking in cracks and crevices, hidden away areas around the areas where people spend a lot of time or sleep, which is usually beds or couches.
Okay, good, that's great information. How about, say, when you're going home and you don't want to bring whatever you have, your suitcase, your luggage, what would you recommend somebody do with that stuff when they get home?
Well, I can tell you, I don't do a lot of traveling, but generally what I would do, and what I do myself, is I have some sort of landing zone in my home or outside of my home. Usually what I do is I leave stuff in a garage, in my garage, before I go inside the house. Most people, what they do, which is what you don't want to do with bed bugs, is put your luggage directly onto your mattress or bed. Most people, myself included, years ago, I'd put the luggage on my bed, and then eventually I would get around to putting the stuff away. Now what I do is I put that luggage in the garage, and I have it sectioned off so that I usually have all the clothing maybe in a plastic bag somewhere, and that plastic bag goes directly into my washer or my dryer. And the luggage always stays in my garage. So anything you can do that would put separation from the areas where we sleep or spend a lot of time, like your couches or your beds, and your luggage, that's what you should be doing. And it's different for every home. If you don't have a garage, maybe your patio, you leave stuff in your patio, put the stuff away, and then your luggage goes directly to wherever it is you're going to be storing it. Other ideas that I don't do as much every single time is you may want to vacuum out the luggage just to make sure there's nothing in there. I know some people do wipe their luggage down after they come back, and I can tell you that it's really hard to find low-level infestations of bed bugs. So, you may or may not be staying in a hotel. A lot of hotels can't do anything about people coming in and out, so there may be something there. And if there is something there, there's not much you can do about it, unless you find it. But what we can do about it is have some sort of procedure you have when you get home. So you separate the luggage and everything you brought with you from the areas where you sleep, which would be your bed.
Awesome. Thanks, Efrain. So there you have it, guys. There's a few things that you can do to help not get bed bugs into your home. If you have any questions about bed bugs, termites, or any other pests, you can call my cell at 619-843-3700. And thanks for watching.